President Vladimir Putin said on Sunday, May 4th, that Russia has enough strength and resources to complete the war in Ukraine as planned, though he hopes nuclear weapons will not be needed. In February 2022, Putin sent thousands of Russian troops into Ukraine, sparking Europe's largest ground conflict since World War II and the biggest clash between Moscow and the West since the Cold War. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers have been killed or injured. U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly expressed his desire to end the bloodbath, describing the conflict as a proxy war between the U.S. and Russia. In a state TV film marking Putin's 25 years as Russia's leader, he was asked about the risk of nuclear escalation in Ukraine. Standing beside a portrait of Tsar Alexander III, Putin said, "They wanted to provoke us into mistakes. There has been no need to use those weapons, and I hope they won't be required." He added, "We have enough strength and means to bring what started in 2022 to a logical conclusion with the outcome Russia needs." Western leaders, including former U.S. President Joe Biden and Ukraine, view the invasion as an imperial land grab and vow to defeat Russian forces, who currently control about a fifth of Ukraine. Putin sees the war as a turning point in Russia's relations with the West, which he believes humiliated Russia after the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, by expanding NATO into Moscow's sphere of influence. Trump has warned the conflict could escalate into World War III. Former CIA Director William Burns said in late 2022 there was a real risk Russia might use nuclear weapons, a claim Moscow denies. Putin, a former KGB officer, became president at the end of 1999, making him Russia's longest-serving leader since Stalin. Russian dissidents, many now jailed or abroad, view Putin as a dictator who rules through corruption and fear, leading Russia toward decline. Supporters see him as a protector who stood up to the West and ended the chaos following the Soviet Union's collapse in 1991. Polls show he has over 85% approval in Russia. The state TV film offered a rare glimpse into Putin's private life, showing him sharing chocolates and a traditional Russian drink with a Kremlin reporter in his kitchen. Putin said he first knelt in prayer during the 2002 Moscow theater hostage crisis, when Chechen militants took over 900 people hostage and more than 130 died. "I don't feel like a politician," Putin said about his 25 years in power as president and prime minister. "I breathe the same air as millions of Russians. That is very important. God willing, it will continue as long as possible and not disappear."